So today I have an older deck that I'm going to unbox and explore with y'all. This has been in my wish list for some time, I think probably 4 or 5 years, and I finally saw that there was just a few left and I decided to go ahead and pick this up. So Murder of the Crows Tarot by Corrado Roy. I think I'm saying that right. If not, I'm sorry. What gets me about this deck, what's kind of held my attention over the years, and it has sat in my wish list for so long, is I love the black and white art of it. It has this kind of haunted feel to it, which to me makes me want to work with the shadow moon, the new moon, and get into kind of some deep work and to see how this deck resonates with me right away. Oh my goodness, the red. I hope this is not an indicator. There's a lot of red. Anyone that's following my channel knows that red is not my favorite color. It's kind of a trickier color, but here it looks so intense. It has this yeah, like a dream, I'm gonna say this a lot, I think, the dream feeling. So, okay, but let's get into this book. All right, so we have, okay, so Lore of the Crows. Let me go back to that really fast. Okay, so Lore of the Crows is going to go into, looks like, the history of the crows, a little bit about their habitat. I'm seeing Native American in here. I'm also seeing, let's see, there's some Greek history. So it looks like this is going to kind of, I see Apollo. This is going to look like it's going to explore crows around the world in history, which is awesome. And then we have tarot as a tool of spellcraft. I know a lot of witches use tarot with their witchcraft, with their spellcrafting. Oh, a note concerning masks. Okay, so my thoughts of working shadow magic with this is going to be perfect. Okay, so now we have the major arcana. So there's no pictures. Oh, is that a picture? No, it's just a red page. Okay. Okay, so here's the deck, and we have now a double plastic layer. I love it saying crows, and for some reason when I look at that bird, I'm seeing a raven, but I don't know, maybe I'm not very trained in the eye and the two birds. I love both of them equally. All right, so Murder of the Crows. Right away, I'm loving the cardstock. It is a little slippery. It's a high gloss, so it's not my personal favorite, but I'm loving the back of this. Look at that. It has this kind of 3D appearance, like looking down in the middle, it looks like it has depth to it. It's not just like a flat piece of art, which is really interesting. Like if I wanted to sit down and meditate with the back of this deck before I do a reading, like going into some of my deeper thoughts, really pulling up that intention for what the deck is going to speak to me. I love the way that it kind of expands outwards right there. So, okay, yeah, but the cardstock is really good. I'm liking that. Right away, wow. The full card is intense. Look at this. Oh, the way the hand is, the face, the mouth, like, I don't know why, but it reminds me of like a cat's mouth, like a tiger or something. Oh, wow. Okay. This makes the full card feel scary for the first time ever. That's really fascinating. Okay, I think I just want to kind of look at this for a while. Yeah, this, as I said, this deck going into shadow work, I think is going to be really perfect. So let me go ahead and throw on some music like I do and just go through each card sharing with a non-commentary, and yeah, here we go. So yes, some of these cards really stood out to me. I'm really drawn to some of them, and other ones were interesting. I like that this is not a scary deck, if you know what I mean. It doesn't have like really any gore. There is some intimidating art in here, but it felt within context. Like when we do any kind of shadow work and we're removing things, and how sometimes it can feel really intense. I feel like this deck really does speak to that kind of energy when we're going into healing, when we're going into revealing some of the things within ourselves that are a little more difficult to kind of sit with and explore. So yeah, this deck I feel is going to be really good for when I feel that I am hiding something from myself and I want to pull out a deck and get like a really blunt, true answer about what it is that I'm being faced with right now. That Lover's card is so interesting, and just, I don't even know where to begin, but okay, let me look at this one, the Strength card. One of my favorite cards in the tarot is the Strength card because it's drawn in so many different ways depending on the deck. But when we go back to the original, strength is not something that can be forced, right? Because then if you're forcing it, you're not actually strong, you're hiding behind something. Whereas the true strength is about acceptance, about balance, about stepping into understanding your strength and how to navigate your strength in the world in a natural way, in balance with some of your vulnerabilities. And I love that the lion, being present with a lion like that, it offers such vulnerability and strength at the same time. And I love this card. And then the next one, like, there's such an intensity of questions that come into looking at each card, and a curiosity, like I want to lean into the card more and look at it. It makes me feel a little leery, like I want to pull away, but at the same time lean in. And that is something that I was really looking forward to. And I'm so glad that this deck is delivering that kind of energy for me. Oh, the Hangman. I just, yeah, so okay, so this one was one that had a little bit of the gore of what the critter here is standing on, but at the same time, like, the truth of how things can be painful in the world and facing things, but we still have that strength and that balance in who we are to move forward with our lives. So okay, this deck is literally what I was hoping for. A good shadow card deck, a really beautiful collection of art. So Murder the Crows tarot, absolutely gorgeous, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for that more kind of dark, edgy, maybe a little bit gothy shadow work deck. So yeah, so I'm gonna do another with more of a reaction with a 3-card pull to see how the deck wants to resonate with me personally. And it is something that I always do with new decks, and I thought I would go ahead and share it here on YouTube. So thanks for spending a few moments of your day with me. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day or night wherever you are. And as always, happy witching.